a bit more of a dark ice. They sort of look similar to black stained glass in a way.
Interesting.
Intriguing. Well, let's be on our way so we don't lose the salve. It's fascinating, but...
Yes, that's going on.
What we fear Oral's wrath to disturb her sculptures.
Something like that.
I'm personally curious if the Yeti blood can be seen from the sky.
Well, I'm hoping to just be off this island before she comes back. I'm just gonna move
I don't know
on.
if that's feasible.
How do we not know that she's gone? Or how do we know that she's not already here?
She flew off on her rock. I'm sure we'll see her when she comes back.
I also have a feeling that when she is here, it'll be a lot colder.
Adrian, do you remember how long Oral takes to cast her spell?
Well, Adrian saw her flying to a bunch of different places. So Adrian doesn't really know, depending on where she would go. Have I spotted a pattern with, like, the different places that she was traveling to?
Make a history check.
Character.
Looking back and recalling, you do notice a pattern. There are sort of 3 points where she casts her spell. One is directly above this island. One of them is between this island and the Red Head Glacier. And the other one is above the Red Head Glacier.
And which one would she be at tonight?
She goes to all the
She doesn't do them in any particular order, but those are the 3 places that she does them at.
Okay.
Based off of what Ongajuk had told you guys would have 8 hours on this island, so you could assume that would be the farthest one above the Red Head Glacier.
Okay. Well, Adrian has no additional information.
Well, let's keep moving.
So the ice method is sort of guiding you guys through this forest of ice statues. He leads you guys over a little bit of a bridge, and who is in front of you?
Oh yes, Adrian.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I want to stick next to, like, I guess not that it matters, but I would like to stick, like, behind Fernando.
And I would be like next to
Pick up the rear. I'm the
Great,
caboose.
so, Adrian, you've heard legends and tales, as well as you, Karn. You all have heard, both of you have heard, legends about an ice that was so cold, that it could bite rear. Adrian, as you sort of step on this bridge that the ice method is leading you over, you feel the cold come through your shoe, and then you quickly pull up your foot. And you notice that part of the sole of your shoe is stuck to the bridge.
Adrian doesn't think we should be walking this way.
And you watch as ice and frost sort of enclose the sole, and then you watch as the sole quickly sort of disintegrates and becomes part of the ice.
Huh.
Does it look like there's another way across? Can we walk around the bridge?
You guys can see that the bridge is sort of going over a river, but the river looks to be made out of the same kind of ice. It doesn't look as though it's here naturally. It looks to be part of this landscape that has been created by.
If we can get
How
the
wide is
bottom
it?
of your... Sorry.
Like how wide is the bridge or the river? Both. The river is about 10 feet wide, and the bridge spans over the river, and is 5 feet wide.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Andrew?
I was just gonna say if we can get the sole of the shoe off of off of the bridge, I could cast Mending in theory to bring it back and put it back
So
together.
the soul is like gone.
It got
Like,
disintegrated.
yeah, essentially it assimilated itself into being part of the statue. Like, Frost sort of encroached over the soul, and then you watched as the soul sort of melted away.
Okay. Well,
It's 10
And it was only a part of it. You still have shoes. It was just a part of your soul.
and
Just a part of my soul. Oh
All of your shoe, part of the soul of your shoe.
no! I like my soul, thank you.
Isn't long jump, if you do a running start, you can jump a number of feet equal to your strength modifier? Or equal to your strength score?
The half of it, I believe.
I thought it was your strength score. Like, sorry, this one, no, I didn't mean to say modifier, but, like...
I think it's equal to half of your strength score. Let me double check.
Movement.
Long jump. You can cover a number of feet up to your strength score. So yes, if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
So
And
I
it's,
can
and it's 10 feet wide?
Yes.
This doesn't look too bad. We should all be able to jump across it, right?
what was the arithmetic there? Again?
You can, if you run at least 10 feet in a straight line before jumping, you can jump a number of feet equal to your strength score.
Oh, well, I have a strength score of 8, so that would not be enough for me.
Yeah, ditto.
Wait, you guys both have negative? What?
Yep.
Oh no.
Most of us. Well,
Fernando, how much do you weigh?
Back into character, I was just saying that this looks jumpable to me.
Isaac, you could always cast Fly again, can you not?
I could. I don't know what we'll be facing for the rest of today, so I'll just sort of ration my magic capabilities, but is it possible that maybe somebody could carry Ferrando? I have other ways of crossing if need be.
Well,
Well, to answer your question, Isaac, 175 stands. But perhaps a giant ape would find it easy to cross.
I'm done. I'm saving that spell for later, sir. You
Fair
never
enough,
know
fair
what. It's for dire situations only for now.
Could my character pick up Ferrando, in theory?
Brandon, how much do you weigh?
170.
With all of your gear, it's 170.
Well, with just my body's 170, and then the gear is 114.
So 284 pounds.
I can carry him, I think.
But can you jump 10 feet across a river while carrying it? That's the question.
Well,
That's-
if it's within his carry capacity, then yes, he
Oh,
can.
true. Yeah, true.
Oh, wait, let me pull up a calculator real quick. Just double check.
Just add something onto your sheet, and then
This
add a random
Rando
thing that
body.
goes to 284.
They can also just throw all the equipment over and then throw him over.
I am fine, because my carrying capacity is 570 and I'm at 527, so I can jump across with him.
So yeah, so you can jump across. You can pick up Fernando, jump across, jump back across, pick up Isaac, jump back across, and then the rest of us can just, and then me and Adrian can jump across on our own.
Is this an athletics check for him, or it's just a
No,
guarantee?
No, it's
just
just a
happen.
guarantee. Like I said,
Yeah.
you can make an athletics check to jump a little bit further, but guaranteed as long as you run at least 10 feet before jumping, you can jump number of feet equal to your strength score.
So yeah, I just throw you on like a piggyback, and we jump across.
And I'll get a running start and jump across. Jump 11 feet. I clear it by 1 foot.
When Isaac lands, I'll say. So, Isaac, I think we can both agree that what happened here today will be a little bit different in my writing than actually what has occurred.
Why, of course.
Cards.
As long as-
Go ahead.
Please do keep the record straight for me as well.
Yes, straight as in we both jumped over the ledge on our own.
Assailably, yes.
Yes.
Adrian didn't see that.
That's what happened, Adrian. Yes. Well, as far as the commoner is concerned, no one needed the detail that I flew.
Sir,
with
it might be a better. Or people might relate to you more if they knew that you needed help every once in a while.
I'm gonna think about it.
Did my lords not appreciate being carried?
Oh no, Con, it was fantastic. It was just a matter of fragile pride, really.
Oh,
I just
Adrian didn't know you had fragile pride.
Let's move on, shall we?
Adrian, as we go, I just want to let you know, any noble has fragile pride. It's half of what being a noble is.
Speak for
being-
yourself, Isaac. My pride is indestructible.
Oh no! While you Yoda across the
Oh my goodness! Excuse me. Is that a diversion?
I'll just look to the ice method and be like, motion my hand forward as in, shall we continue?
we shall.
And at this point, I'm still carrying Ferrando, because why not?
Something look over there. It's a diversion.
Alright, as you guys reach the end of this sculpted forest, you guys see a winding staircase leading up to the fortress. And this is sort of what it looks like.
That looks terrifying.
The ice method sort of goes south from this point, leading you off of the road and into the tundra.
So the road leads directly to the castle.
All roads lead to the castle.
Oof.
That skull reminds me of like a Titan skull.
How much time has passed currently?
Yeah, since we
What's
applied the
my hour?
salve.
Because we have a traveling speed of like a 1 mile, or I think it's now 3 miles an hour. But,
Well, we're traveling at half speed, so we're difficult terrain with half speed.
It's not
It's not difficult to rank because of Adrian.
Oh right, okay, so just half speed. So three. It would be 1.5 miles per hour.
and this plane isn't 500 something feet per mile.
5,280, I believe, is a full mile.
So you guys have
So-
currently traveled 4,000 feet.
I didn't mean to do that.
With about 10 minutes added, as you guys figured out how to get across, like, the water.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say 5 minutes added.
So we're doing fine as far as time. And about 1/6 of the way through.
Yeah, because we can travel. It's 5,200 what for a mile?
5,280, something like that.
Yeah, 5280. So divide that in half. So we can travel 2,640 feet per hour.
So currently it has...
So essentially 20.
It's been 2 hours, essentially, since you guys have been here. Like, once you reach right here, it's been about 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, no. 2,600. So 40. No,
It's right here. Well, here.
that's not 2,600. There. That's not 5,200 though. 5,200 feet would be 2 hours.
Why'd you say 2,600?
2,600 is 1 hour of travel because that's half a mile.
Yeah, you guys have traveled 6,000 feet. Well, no, 4,200 feet is what you've traveled.
So it's almost been 2 hours. Not
Well,
quite.
including the time it takes to get over the river with the jumps. So,
That's 4,200, and then plus.
So then it's another 1,000 feet until we get to the 2 hour point, is what you're saying.
Right.
Essentially.
Okay.
So we've been here for almost 2 hours. So we have 6 hours left until the frostmaiden until we think the frostmaiden will return.
The ice method is sort of going to begin, like, flying up the cliffside. To get your climbing gear, you guys are able to make it over this small little ledge of ice.
Cool.
And that is when you hit a second what looks to be forest of sculptures.
And now it's been 2 hours.
Cool.
Does this forest look any different than the other one, or?
This one looks a bit more ornate in the nature of it has sculptures of more sculptures of dragons in here, like adult white dragons and things like that in this forest.
Wait, are they accurate sizing?
Yes.
Oh god, they're huge.
Yeah.
You see their faces were frozen as they were like making faces of anger. Some of them seem to have like faces of endearment, I guess would be the right word.
Dude, as we're passing through these ones, I'm gonna look to all the like statues and stuff. Do you think these are just statues that were sculpted out of ice, or maybe creatures frozen into ice?
I'm getting that latter feeling, unfortunately.
Frankly, I'm curious if Oral...
I wouldn't.
Does Oral have the capacity to make these alive?
I don't know, but a god would definitely have the power to freeze something solid. If they have the power to do that, they probably have the power to bring it back.
Well,
Which
let's...
means we should probably move.
Yes, indeed.
She probably has this as her standing army if she needs it, if that's the case.
Alright, there aren't any impeding terrain features in this forest of ice.
Alright.
When you guys get here, you can see off in the distance a giant wall of the black ice from before. And you can see if like pieces of the wall are missing in chunks to your north.
So this is the wall that would disintegrate us if we touched it.
It's made of the same black ice, but there's like holes all over the wall. And inside you can see what looks to be ice sculptures, but these ones look much different from the ones from before. You can't really tell from this distance. It just appears that they're ice sculptures. It's just their color is different.
So ice method, is there any way for us to go around this rather than possibly cut through? I feel as if it might be more dangerous than just avoiding it altogether.
I can't understand it right now. If you want me to burn another spell slot, then I can try.
Oh, don't. I don't. If they can understand.
Yeah,
me.
just nod yes if you're willing to take us around.
The ice method sort of like brings its finger up to its chin for a moment, and then shakes its head no.
All right, we'll go around. We'll go around on our own then.
Would that be the best idea? Who knows who this method serves?
I think we established earlier that it's of its own.
Yeah, it serves itself.
I don't know if it would be prudent to go around given our constraints of time.
Fair. We'll just need to be very careful.
Is the possible danger of going through worth the time saved?
Well, if the holes in the wall are large enough, then it would be easy to traverse. Yes?
But what's inside? Are these walls to keep something in? Walls to keep us out? Regardless if they've failed or not. Concerned if there's something in there.
Well, Adrian knows that it wouldn't really matter if we have to go through and the ice method wants us to go through and is willing to take the lead, then the ice method wouldn't do that if the ice method thought it was going to die.
Well, the ice method can fly. We can't.
We can. Adrian, how far ahead can you see?
A little bit.
What do your elf eyes see?
Yes. Elven eyes. Just curious if you could forewarn us if there's an obstacle that we perhaps should go around.
Well, Adrian can see farther than you.
Yes, I knew that.
Adrian,
let's get-
keep a lookout.
Yes. Perhaps we can get closer and maybe Adrian's perception can detect if we should go around or not.
Let's continue for now then.
Do you want to roll a perception roll? Maybe.
What are you checking for?
Just to see if the things are ahead. Like, would it be a group perception? Or would it
We are actively watching.
Yes, it's going to be like group perception. It'll be a group perception check.
Perception. Boom.
Natural
Dang.
ones.
2 ones. Yeah.
Well, we tried.
My passive perception is 19.
Your passive perception is?
Yes.
Crap.
Okay, natural ones don't matter for checks because it's just whatever the thing is, but that's just a minimum you can roll.
We all have disadvantage, I believe.
Yeah, I have disadvantage on ability checks, so it's a 14. But you can't roll lower than a 1 anyway, so. 14, 10, 9, 3, and 15.
Well, Velen rolled a natural 20, so you guys' average is 11.
Nice.
It's not terrible.
It's very slightly above the average human being.
I think all of our passives are higher than 11.
No, my passive is 11.
Oh.
I think my passive is 11 too.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
14.
my passive is 10.
Alright, so, as you guys make your way... I never turned off the music, I just realized that.
Is it? I guess it would be too long. I was gonna say, would it be possible for us to stop for me to because I can't. Can I ritual cast and walk at the same time, or do I have to sit down to ritual cast?
You have to sit down, because you have to, like, prepare the arcane symbols, like, on the ground, and provide the material components.
Well, there is no material components for detect magic. It's just
Either
ritual.
way, you have to stay. You cannot walk and ritual cast.
Okay, because it's just I was just curious if I could ritual cast detect magic, but
You can if you want to stop, but not if you're walking.
I'll offer it up as an option if the others want me to ritual cast before we enter this circle of ice.
Well, we already know there's magic. We are in Ariel's lair, after all.
Being able to detect exactly where magic is, there could be some sort of magical traps in there, which is what I'm worried about. Seeing as how those statues, there's some strange statues that somehow seem to be different from the others.
How long would it last after you've cast?
I can hold it for 10 minutes.
What if we... I'm all for you ritually casting it. Let's just do it right before we enter. That's my thought.
So yeah, like
That
we can
gives
get,
us the...
can we get right up to the edge and I can ritual cast it?
Yep. So you get right up to the edge, and then you cast Detect Magic, spending 10 minutes to do so. The walls glow of evocation.
Okay. Definitely don't touch the walls. They're enchanted.
Good to know.
I'll point out anything else that I see that's magical as we walk through here. But I can only hold this for 10 minutes, so let's get moving.
Time is of the essence.
Indeed.
So, we start walking through. Following the ice method's lead, I suppose.
Once you guys get to the sensor, on the edge of your vision range, and about 60 feet away from you, you can hear the sound of something chewing on something. As you guys have been walking through this area, you guys notice that these sculptures are different. These are creatures that have been encased in clear ice. They aren't sort of made out of the same sort of ice as the one before. These are actual creatures that have been frozen.
So they're not solid ice. It's just creatures that have a solid layer of ice on top of them.
Correct.
Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Are they glowing
When
magic? Do I see anything else that's glowing?
No, it's just the walls at this point.
I'm gonna whisper to
However,
Adrian.
as you guys hear this gnawing and this heavy breathing, on just the edge of your vision, you can see two piercing, glowing blue eyes. Usually these ones are gonna be yellow because it doesn't have anything else. But you can see an ice troll gnawing on bones at the edge of your vision, Adjagast. And Adrian, I believe you can see it as well.
I can.
I'll point it out. Ahead
Can't
of us.
see anything.
Seeing the light source coming from you, Adjagast, it's going to look up, put down what it was chewing on. Then it lets out a roar, and let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Adrian thinks it wants to get the light.
Do I know if frost trolls can freeze things?
Oops.
Or ice
They do.
trolls can like,
You guys have fought an ice troll before.
can
Yeah.
they like freeze people solid?
They have-
No,
I
but
have
their
a
claws
aura.
are cold.
And they have
Their
the
claws do
result.
cold damage, but they do not freeze things.
Wow, I rolled the same thing twice. How about that?
Well, yeah. My disadvantaged rolls for initiative have been 18 or above for the night.
Ice troll rolled a 0, so you know.
Pretty good.
It's familiar. That is my second nat 1 in a row.
This is just like this isn't really supposed to be here, right? This is just all. Like, this isn't any sort of cover, right? It's just because of the map.
Yes, it's just a map.
Okay.
However, there are supposed to be ice statues here as cover. I will just draw boxes for this.
An ice troll.
So they cannot move around the.
Yeah, the boxes are solid objects.
Okay.
They're different statues.
Do I know anything about ice trolls?
Aside from what you fought before, knowing that their heart has like alchemical properties now from the one that you guys fought previously, and the fact that fire, it seems to not like the fire too much when you guys used fire on it last time.
That's all. Got it.
Perfect.
It didn't seem scared of fire, it just didn't seem to like fire.
Good. Well, I'm about to make it hate its day.
Okay, there we go.
Um,
There's all the little ice sculpture things.
Cool. What's that one? A pixie?
It's like an insect that has been frozen.
And we're doing the no corners around objects and stuff like that as well, still.
Yes.
So you can't move from here to there.
Essentially, yeah. I think it was pretty much all like larger objects and stuff like that. Like
If there is
walls,
anything that impedes the corner of a terrain, you cannot move through that corner.
Gotcha.
You have to move around it. You cannot move diagonally through it.
Perfect sense.
Unless it is a thing that is like a small... Oh crap, I saw draw shape on. Unless it's something that's small.
Gotcha.
I'll move up 15 feet. I'll throw a dart.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack.
Which way
Oh,
was the
hold on.
Oh, dang.
up here?
Yeah.
Nice crit though.
Okay, it's just a dart.
Still a crit's a crit. And max damage on that first roll.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong music.
Dang.
What if you like KO'd a nice troll, a dart, through one dart?
Well, my darts do significantly more than most darts.
Okay.
So it's very possible.
I don't even think if I rolled max damage for everything, I'd be able to kill my attacks in one hit.
Alright, so you throw your darts and you watch as it sort of sticks itself into the ice troll. It's sort of hanging there off of its skin.
And my turn.
Brandon.
Okay. And we like, so right there, as far as I understand, right? Somewhere around there.
What did you say?
The troll is like forward to where I pinged, right? Right
It's
around
like
there.
in this area.
Okay. Alright. If I use a bonus action, does that eat up my ability to hold an action?
No, bonus actions are separate from actions.
Okay. I'm not gonna use one, just good to know for later. I'm gonna say to Adrigas, Adrigas, move forward so I can see when you get a chance. I'm gonna stand here next to my good friend Adrian, and I'm gonna hold my action to launch a hand crossbow attack upon seeing an enemy creature or a hostile creature.
Shoot.
And then I have my turn.
I thought I was gonna be out of vision. Then you just walk up right next to me. Terrifying.
I can use my
You're on the edge of the vision because of the light that Adrian.
Yeah, I can't actually see where the light like starts and ends or whatever because dark vision.
I also have dark vision.
Yeah.
It should create like a really weird, like, darker circle around here, and then it gets bright again over here. Because of the way that thymic lighting is.
Yeah, like for me, because
It honestly just looks kind of like snow. Like with some darker spots and some lighter spots, like it just looks like shading.
Yeah, this is what I see because
Oh wow.
so the where the initial bright circle is the bright light that I emit, the initial dark circle is the dim light that I emit, and everything past that is what I can see due to dark vision.
Alright, Fernando, is that your turn?
Yes, yeah.
Alright. I step back 10 feet. And I throw a firebolt at this bad boy.
Okay. That is going to hit. Oh, thank you. Whoever mentioned that.
You're welcome. I just noticed that.
Like she goes right after me.
Actually, what's your dex modifier?
What? It's 10. I have a 10. That's why it's
She
3.1.
goes before you. Garm, what's your dex modifier?
It is
Well, dex score is 14.
14, yeah. So 0.1.
Okay, so you go before. Okay. So she'll go after you. Go
So
before Adrian.
what's her dex score?
12.
Between 10 and 14.
Yeah, so just put 3.12 in.
I can't turn on like tiebreaker for it.
Yeah, the DM stuff.
No, you can-
should
you can-
honestly just do
Actually,
that.
you can.
Well,
There is a
you
way to
can-
do it.
You can just manually edit her initiative in the turn order is what I'm saying. To 3.12.
So much work.
It's more worth than it's worth.
Oh, never mind. There's actually a checkbox. They added that recently. That didn't used to be there.
Hella. That's
Noticed that.
actually really useful.
I noticed that 2 sessions ago, so I'm slowly starting to turn everything on for Storm Kings.
Yeah, that didn't used to be there. So. Isaac, you throw your firebolt after weaving the arcane symbols and sort of pushing your hand out into the glowing runes. The firebolt shoots out and strikes the ice troll in the chest. It does normal damage, but the troll seems to sort of recoil on it.
Cool. I am my turn there.
Right, Cart.
Alright, so using sonar, I'm going to move up because I can't see anything. So, yeah, that's a... Oh, no, dodge action.
Nice. I do appreciate that.
I was just like... Oh,
Not enough people use the dodge action.
Give me 1 second. I thought that your lycanthropy gave you dark vision. Let me check.
if it does, I would be so thankful for that.
I thought that it did. Let me just double check.
It would make sense.
Because bears, I think... Hold on.
Bears have limited dark vision, yeah. I think.
Bears can see... So a polar bear... does not have... it has dark vision out to 60 feet.
Oh.
Variant cave bear. Some bears have adapted underground, feeding on subterranean lichen, blah blah blah. Known as cave bears, these ill-tempered behemoths have coarse dark hair and dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. Otherwise, they have the same statistics as a polar bear. So I guess that would be up to your discretion.
It actually does not give you dark vision. Your lycanthropy does not. I get it. It's sort of odd that it doesn't.
If you turn into a polar bear,
If you turn into your kindred spirit form, then you would have dark vision, but you currently do not, because you're not in your kindred spirit form.
What about his hybrid form?
his top half is a bear in his hybrid form, isn't it?
His body sort of becomes a warp between a human and a bear, but the hybrid form does not get dark vision, because it does not assume the stats of the bear.
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
Dodge action it is.
Yep.
Alright, Felon. Oh, that was not intentional. I need to change her back. Okay, cool. I didn't have her selected, so I didn't change her initiative. I accidentally clicked on the initiative trying to check off. She is going to use, she's going to touch herself and then cast Dark Vision on herself. And then she's sort of going to move behind the corner of this statue of an elf for cover. Edgegrass.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll move up as Lord Ferrando instructed. Move up 15 feet.
Ah, there it is.
Okay, that activates my attack. Do you want me to wait on that roll on it?
Well, you can just roll it, that's fine. Because you're seeing it for the first time, so. That is going to hit.
Okay, forget my DC, I think is what, 16?
It's 8 plus either your dex or your strength plus your proficiency modifier.
I believe it was 15. What's your...
I think
It was
it's
14 or 15, unless it went up.
Second, I think it
So,
went up.
what's your dex modifier?
I think it
Dex
was
is
15.
5?
So 8 plus 5 plus 3.
3, yeah.
16.
So it did go up to 16.
Yep. Okay.
You should probably write that down.
I just realized it below. And that's this terrible attack, but I also get to do this. 10 damage, and if it fails the DC, it is feared.
It failed its save, so it is feared of you.
Frightened, yeah. And then I will.
Yeah, frightened.
And then I will firebolt it also. Ooh. Damn. Shitty rolls.
That is going to miss.
Yeah, figures. That's my turn.
Troll.
Ice breath, code attack, yay!
That's gonna run from me.
Yeah, it cannot move towards Veranda willingly.
And ice breath, cone attack.
25 feet to here. You know it's gonna move. Yeah, 25 feet. And then it's going to dash.
Dash away, dash away, dash away.
Right, Adrian.
Well, there goes another one of Adrian's darts.
Should we run? It's running from us.
Yeah, Adrian just keeps losing her darts.
I'll make you. I'll find you some more darts when we get to a town.
Adrian would like a bow when we get to a town.
Sounds fair.
Okay, let's leave.
Continue heading across the circle.
That's one way to handle an engagement.
Just make it run and then run for our lives.
And I action dash to get off screen.
Okay.
Like, literally.
I mean, it's till the end of my next turn, so I guess if it dashed away, even with half movement speed, we would be able to make it, right? Okay.
Cool. So we're out of combat. We can keep going.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And I will
High five,
subtract
everyone.
Yeah. Good
total
job.
dart from my character sheet. Thank you, everyone.
Funny, I didn't even think about like how precious
Did
my
I
crossbow
lose-
bolts are right now.
Yeah. Did I lose another one of my darts on the Yetis that ran away? Or did I find both of those? Because I said I was picking up my darts. I was assuming I found both, but did one of them run away with the dart?
You found the one that was stuck in the snow, but then the other one ran away with your dart.
Okay, down even more.
Hey,
Hey.
Amaya, I just realized something. I don't know if that's a fluke or what, but in my flaw on my character sheet for my hybrid form, in my bear form, it specifically states this only happens when I'm my hybrid form. Does it happen when I'm in my bear form as well? Or is it just the hybrid?
Let me read it 1 second.
But in the first paragraph, because I basically copy down word for word from the book, so.
It is only when you are in your hybrid form.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Alright, and then you guys continue. The ice method takes a turn to lead you out onto this stretch of the island. And then you guys see... Oh man, I closed my hand out. God damn it, I have to go pull it up again.
Alright, I fixed the DC situation to do this, so I think that'll be a good idea.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah. Oh, it's adaptive.
Like I said, you could also just go to your spells tab, even though you don't have spells, set your spellcasting ability to dexterity, and it'll put whatever your DC is as the spell save DC.
Yeah, there we go. Cool.
So you can always just click on the spell tab and say that your DC is whatever.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Alright, as you guys approach the crushed ship, half buried in the snow near the edge of a bluff is a humanoid corpse clad in cold weather clothing. Clutched in one of its hands is an orb made of smoky gray quartz. A white weasel bursts near the corpse and stares at you with beady eyes. A voice rings out, "You gods, I was afraid no one would find us!"
Aw, that's a cute little ferret.
It's a carpet shark.
Huh. Well, it's not very often I run into talking weasels.
The weasel's not talking, it's me! And you sort of, you like look at the orb that's being held in this frozen corpse's hand. And then Velen is like, "Professor Scants, I didn't recognize you. You are covered in ice." Well, yes, that sort of happens when you are plunged into an icy river. Well, sea, I suppose, and then dragged onto land.
Let me get this right. The orb is talking. Is someone inside the orb?
I'm not sure. Professor Scant, did you used to be a human? I don't know. That was so long ago.
Then what are you?
Well, for now, I suppose I'm just talking orb to you.
Well, Professor, it's lovely to meet you. Velen has said very kind things. For example, one of her many praises was that you could tell us how to enter said castle over there and retrieve... What was it, Velen?
The Codicle of Whites.
Yes,
Professor Scant is well versed.
Yes, the cornucopia of light.
It's a codicle, actually. It's a book.
Can I?
Yes, Gesundheit.
Can I approach the weasel a little and like hold out a cracker from my one of my rations?
The weasel runs up, wraps itself around your arm, grabs the cracker, and then begins gnawing on it. I'm confused. Why is her familiar still here if she's dead?
Well, unless maybe it's not a magical familiar. Maybe it was just a regular old ferret that attached her that she befriended.
I can assure you it is a very magical familiar. And you sort of see the owl on Velen's shoulder sort of like looking very displeased at the fact that the weasel is there.
Professor,
are we
can
sure
you
that-
explain?
Can I? Well, like I'll just pet the weasel though, and I don't see anything wrong with this little guy.
Well, in any case, Velen goes over and begins trying to take the orb out of the corpse's hand. She sort of pries off, and you watch as like one of the fingers breaks off and falls into the snow. And this happens with all the fingers until she's holding the orb in her hand. At which
Classy,
point,
Velen.
a ghost sort of comes out of the body and attempts to possess Adjagast.
Oh, so she really was dead. Because that was gonna be my questions. I'm like, if her familiar that she used the find familiar spell to cast is still here after she's dead, is she really dead?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, apparently, what's the DC on the save? for
Yeah, I was
this,
gonna say, what do I need to do if it tries to possess me?
And you need to
Wisdom?
make a charisma saving throw.
Alright.
Oh shit!
Oh, this happened to Adrian once.
Ooh, baby.
Alright, so you sort of like cough and sputter, and your body shudders, and then the ghost is expelled. Damn, I was hoping that would work. Nas, it's nice to see you. I see you, you got put on ice. And Velen sort of lets out a laugh, and you see Nas looking very displeased as she floats there.
Yes. I would be gracious in our welcoming and introductions, except you just tried to possess my good fellow here. So, we'll leave you to rot. I believe that is the appropriate answer to the situation, is it not, Velen?
I'd love to leave her to rot. I've never been a fan of her. Before you go, perhaps you'd like to hear a bit about her.
Adrian likes to learn about people.
I don't think that would be necessary now. And of course, you're already dead.
Well, I mean, if Nas is going to regale us, then by all means, Nas.
I can promise you my companionship over hers.
I really see what you can do in your current, and I look up and down at the ghost state.
Well, I would just need a body.
Aren't you a thief? Didn't you steal that orb?
Didn't you try to
The
steal a
Arcane
body?
Brotherhood sent 4 of us here. The orb didn't necessarily belong to her, though it was her family heirloom. She gave it to the Arcane Brotherhood when she joined, as all magic items belong to the Brotherhood and not an individual.
So let me get this straight. Your proposition is that we will allow you to accompany us instead of Velen, but you stole the orb that is not yours nor is Velen's, and you also tried to steal the consciousness and body of Adregast. You're going to need to make a more compelling argument.
I don't give a damn what she says. Someone who tries
Well,
anyone who dares to possess someone without their permission has nefarious means, no matter what they say. Be gone.
I'm
Be
a
a
member of
persuasion
the
of-
Arcane Brotherhood. I'm not sure exactly what you would expect from one of us. We're
Can I
known
get
for being cold.
Yeah, I expect the worst from you. Hence why I don't trust you as far as I can throw you, which is not at all because you're a ghost.
I wouldn't necessarily trust her either.
We have
Well,
no choice at the
once
moment.
again, you're... Well, hold on, Adregast. Perhaps again, let's give another attempt at Nas to explain why she is preferable to Velen.
Can you
I know
float
what
with
the
us while
cost was.
we walk?
I can try.
Okay, let's go.
Once you guys get to about 200 feet, and she attempts to cross the barrier, but it's like an invisible wall is stopping her from leaving.
So she can only go so far from her body and her ghost
So,
form.
what all do we talk about in the 200 feet?
In the 200 feet, she mentions that she knows where the caudicle is located and how to retrieve it.
The orb also knows, doesn't it?
Professor Scant might know where it is, but he doesn't know how to retrieve it.
Uh-huh. And no, nothing about Velen. I was promised dirt on Velen.
Let's just say that the villain, well, not as bad as Avarice. She was probably the second worst member of the Brotherhood that we was sent up here. She doesn't care about anybody. She'll readily use you to expose traps once you get to the caves. And knowing her, you'll most likely also be turned into monstrosities by the time you reach the cave.
And then
Well, yes, actually, I've surmised as much upon meeting Velen. But what makes that actually the choice is that that's predictable and quite obvious. On the other hand, if we were to sleep, rest, or take a moment of ease, you would probably possess one of us. So, I don't know. The
I
price
never
seems
claimed otherwise,
preferable.
Nas. As you can see, I've always been honest with them. They know that they're just a means to an end for me.
Yes, you see, Velen's charms are.
Can I guess, make an insight check to make sure that she's telling the truth about, or Nas is Nas a boy or a girl?
girl.
Nas is a female.
Okay. I would like to make sure that she's telling the truth about knowing how to get the Codicle of Light.
Okay, go ahead and make a...
Oh, damn. Get wrecked.
She's telling the truth about knowing how to get it, but she's not disclosing how.
How exactly does this possession thing work? You like take over someone's body? Can you like jump to someone else's body afterward?
Well, you see, I won't be able to leave the body because my body won't be within range.
What if
I'm not sure if I'm
someone
linked
were
to
to
my body.
carry the body?
Well, you see, I'm not sure if I'm linked to the body or if I'm linked to the origin of where I died. I haven't tested it. Would you like to try?
Adrian thinks that that would be a good thing to test. Karn, could you help?
Yes, I could. So move the body then?
Yeah, just bring the body over here and let's see. I know this is taking a... Adrian knows this is taking a little time, but Adrian's willing to possibly use a little of our precious time for this.
That's fine. While Karn's doing that, I want to summon Alvin and have Alvin socialize with the little ferret. And see if they can get along.
Alvin, being a owl, is not very fond of the weasel.
I tell him to play nice anyway.
At most, he's just like perched on your shoulder, like looking at the weasel wrapped around your arm. And his eyes are like full of hunger, but he's not acting on anything. As you like dig out the corpse, it takes about 10 minutes. However, you do find her spellbook on her.
Ooh.
I believe, Atragas, this is of some importance to you, as
Dibs.
well as you, Dylan.
Well, that's... Adrian thinks we should maybe wait until after possibly Ness can work something out with us.
Well,
But it
I'm
would be
sure
useful.
that I'll remain dead, but it wouldn't hurt to have my spellbook.
Well, then all the more reason that Adrigas should hold it for you.
Yes, he should hold it, but Dibs is a bit much.
Well, I'll give it back after I've copied the spells.
Anyway,
Sounds right.
we move to the 200 feet mark.
Yep, and then she attempts to pass through the barrier, and once again, it sort of like stops her. She's not able to move past it. Well, I suppose now we know that's based off of the origin of death. Interesting. I recommend working against working with Nas. Well, how's this? From what I've devised of my study of ghosts and the way that this works, once I have the Chronicle of White, I should be put to rest. And all I need to do is I need to see it. That's all, and then I'll be gone.
Is that true?
Make an insight check.
Another one? Oh, hold on. I'm making insight checks at disadvantage, my bad.
12.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing in her voice that's hinting at lying, and from what you know of, like, you don't know too much about ghosts, so in this situation it seems as though you would have to trust her word.
And if you're put to rest while in someone's body, would that just make you leave the body?
Yes, as far as my study on possession goes, I believe that when I possess you, you'll still be in there, it's just I'll be the one in control.
Okay.
Well, how about you possess?
Adrian's
hold
ready.
on a moment. No, because when someone possesses somebody, they know the other person's secrets, do they not?
They do, but I'm a ghost,
Yeah.
so I'm not really sure what secrets you're afraid of me knowing.
What about why don't you go possess Velen over there? If I don't feel comfortable with the ghost possessing one of our party members, but if we do agree to work with you, you can temporarily possess Velen and work with you. We work with you through her, and then
Absolutely not, is what Velen says. I am not willing to be possessed by a member that was so keen as to steal from me.
This might be just a
As far as I'm
shot in
concerned,
the
we should
dark.
just leave her to rot.
Yeah,
It's the fate that she
well,
deserves.
Well, just a moment. I'm just thinking out of the blue here. Just a little shot in the dark. Isaac. friend, fellow, you don't have any, well, skeletons in your closet unless they're the animal exotic variety, yes? I believe that you could absolutely handle this ghost business, yes?
Suppose I would be a bit more comfortable in the body of a spellcaster.
What say you, Isaac?
Adrian can almost cast spells.
Shh, Adrian, I believe it's Isaac's decision.
Andrew's mic is muted, I don't know if he knows.
When they take over your body, didn't, like, they can't, like, read your mind, right?
It was
just
just they gain your memories.
Yeah, they know when they possess you, they know everything you know.
That's a lot of knowledge coming
Yeah,
flooding
that
into
is.
someone's head all at once.
Is there anything left? Like when the ghost leaves, the person who is possessed? Do they remember anything about from the ghost?
Yeah, Adrian did.
Adrian remembers everything about the ghost.
That's why
I
Adrian
know
has.
everything.
So they
proficiency with an
also.
herbalism kit.
I was say so they know everything that the ghost knew too.
No. Fernando, well, it's funny. Just going out of character. I was saying no to everything that Fernando was saying, and that now makes sense that no one is hearing me. Fernando, dear Fernando, or should I say Lord Hawkwinter? No.
Damn, okay. That's it's a shame. Nass, I believe the one individual capable of really wrestling with your spirit has said no. The one individual that can
Well,
manage it.
if
So I
that's
believe
the case, what if I tell you how to get the colorful and then you bring it back so I can at least be abreast?
That's something I can live with.
and I don't believe
I don't
that
want to be
I'm
here
the-
for the rest of my days.
And your
Well-
funny business will be.
What kind of, like... That's a long journey. Because we have to go get it, then come back, and this is where the Frost Maiden is usually by. That's kind of scary.
Would Ongajuk be able to pick us up over here?
Ongajuk had told you guys before that he would pick you up at the same place he dropped you off.
Okay.
Here's what we can promise, and I say this with the utmost sincerity. If we can get to the Conical quickly enough to come here with time remaining to escape this island before Aurel's return, then absolutely we would do that. But I cannot, with absolute sincerity, guarantee that I can compromise my friends and comrades.
Then I suppose that I'm not telling you.
Ellen, would she betray us?
Absolutely.
2 questions.
Same as I would.
Devil you know versus devil you don't.
2 questions, Nass. Number 1. You're a little familiar here. Why is he so special?
I'm not sure. I'm still here. I'm spirits, so I suppose he's still here as well. I'm sure that when I go, he'll go too.
Can you
Sounds like
possess your familiar?
That's not the way it works. They aren't physical bodies. Well, they're physical, but they're spirits. I can't
Can I
possess
prove-
spirits.
Can I persuade in this instance?
Depends on what you're
So-
trying to do.
So let me get this straight. There is a chance that if you save us time, we can get the Conical and be back here. There's a chance that you don't spend the rest of eternity on this island. But you won't take it.
No, because I know that you need my help.
No,
That's a
actually,
big
we
assumption.
don't. Dragast and Velen are completely capable of finding out the way to remove the Conical from the castle. That was going to be our intention anyway, and we don't have time to waste negotiating with you. So either you agree and give us a chance at saving you, or we simply walk away and you are damned here for eternity. That is your choice.
Well, if you want to spend the time trying to figure it out, then I suppose that you can, and wait for Oriel to come back.
Very well.
Adrian
And we
thinks
walk
we
away.
should take her help.
We don't have a reliable means to do it, Adrian. And I can't in good conscience lie and say that we're going to come back here if there is no time permitting. Should she save us the time, there's a possibility, but unless she is willing to do that,
She can save us the time.
she's
Just
screwed.
let her take over, like me.
You know
Adrian
I
could
can-
learn some magic. It doesn't matter. Your secrets don't matter.
They absolutely do, Adrian.
She's dead.
Especially there's current company that cannot know things.
I'll tell.
You could just
I'll-
agree
no.
to not
I'll
do
tell-
things.
I'll
like
telepathic-
talk.
I will telepathically real fast. Sorry, I'll telepathically tell Ferrando if Velen, if we learn that Velen plans to use any information she's gained maliciously, we can just kill her.
Yes. Yes, I believe that is a far more appropriate solution than the alternative, Adrogast.
So it's settled.
Yes, we're leaving. Indeed.
No, I was saying that as like,
Oh.
if she possesses Adrian and then spills the beans, we can just kill Velen.
I'm more worried about Isaac.
Oh,
We can just kill him too.
Well, no. No, that actually doesn't work either. For political reasons.
Why?
Isaac's family, he's the heir. He's
And?
the lord. His political connections are tremendous, and if I kill him, I have that on my ass. So,
On this island, you're gonna say that's a big deal.
They aren't saying
I mean,
this aloud, by the way.
I can hear you, you realize.
it's supposed to be out of character, but
Nope, all of this conversations are assumed to be in character unless you state before having it. As stated
Yes.
in the alternate rules.
okay.
I
So
mean-
yes, as I was saying, Adrian, no killing Isaac.
I mean, the next male line descendant it would go to is my second cousin. He's a bit of a prick, so you wouldn't want him coming after you. You could always.
I also just don't think you deserve death, Isaac.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that.
No
Adrian
problem,
thinks
I
we
can't be
should really
compliment.
speed this up and get help.
Let's walk and talk. Let's walk away and talk as we go. I'm
No,
sure.
we're just
Every time we
leaving
walk.
this.
I'm sure we're
Yes.
more than capable of.
is
Okay.
out of character. Did Velen say that she would leave if we accepted her help?
She didn't state that explicitly, no.
Did Velen say anything? Like, what did she say anything? If like she's just saying.
Just that she doesn't want to work with Nas, is what she said.
But that doesn't mean that she won't.
Out of curiosity, Adrian, that little thing that you do where you know the thoughts of another, can that be done to a ghost?
Adrian doesn't think so.
So my character.
Either of you alter memories.
Can I
Can
do
anyone
that on a
here
ghost?
alter memories?
I don't think so. There's a ghost. Ghost is a
It
creature.
works on undead.
It says it works on creatures. Certain creatures.
Another creature's thoughts.
Has intelligence of 3 or lower, can't speak, then it can't be used. So it should work.
So yes, you would be able to use it on her.
But Adrian wouldn't really be able to find out that much.
Well,
Because Adrian already knows what she wants.
No, but in theory, you could probe for the information. It'll be harder now that she can definitely hear us. But if your will is stronger than hers, maybe
Adrian
you
thinks
can...
that would take a lot
Alright.
longer
I'll just
than we have.
I'll just walk up face to face with fucking Nass and ask her one last question. Here's the final deal. At least for me. If you can guarantee that we will make it in and out flawlessly, since you supposedly know how to get there, get it, without setting off any traps, then, and you can guarantee that, then I will allow you to possess my body so that we can do it with no hiccups. But only if you can guarantee that. If it's not a 100% chance, I'd rather take my chances on my own.
I can guarantee it.
Insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna insight check too because I was planning to insight check, but yeah.
I'm going to grab Adrigas by the shoulder and it's like, can you lock away memories?
She's lying.
He is lying.
Well,
Oh.
good luck. Good luck spending the rest of eternity. And I'm gonna turn around and motion to Ferrando, like, let's go.
Alright, let's go. Indeed.
So
Goodbye.
And I just drop.
Enjoy your time with Oriel.
Adrian can't blame you for trying.
Well, you'll be spending more time with her than us. We'll say the same right back. Bye.
Yeah,
Happy
it's not-
eternity.
I'm not willing to be possessed by a ghost unless it's a fucking guaranteed shot. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I guess as
Huh.
we walk away. It is a cruel fate to be left like that, though. We should attempt to
She
try to put her at peace, though.
earned it on her own.
That may
And
be
if she's...
so.
I mean,
If
I'm
there's
willing...
time, Con, perhaps. There has to be time. We cannot risk jeopardizing any of us.
Very well.
If we don't end the rhyme, no one will be able to. There are a lot more lives at stake here than hers.
And her malicious intent was fairly clear.
Indeed.
Onward, then.
Well, we have your orb. Ellen, it seems like we now have a very clear path ahead of us.
We'll go on our way.
Just for flavor, when as we're walking away and I know Nas is within earshot, I'm like gonna muse about what an eternity on this island would look like or feel like. Because I'm not bitter.
You're gonna have a lot of fun when Oriel pops up.
Anyway, I'll unsummon Alvin since he doesn't really like the little ferret. And does the ferret seem to take a liking to me, by the way? I mean, he's curled around my arm, right?
Accidentally, your token's way too big.
Oh god, that's huge.
Oh, I can't resize it down either. Why?
It's okay. We're just gonna go by.
What happened to the grid scale on this size? Why did the fucking grid scale change?
Who knows?
The grid scale's the same. It's 200 feet per tile.
No, the cell width changed.
The cell?
Yeah.
That happened to me last
Like
night as
0.03,
well.
I believe, is what it was supposed to be. Okay, no, not 0.03. It was supposed to be like 0.4 probably, or 0.5.
I thought it was 200 feet per tile.
There you go, 0.25.
Oh, 400 feet per time.
Well, then we were going a
So
lot
each
slower.
square. No, so each square, like each of the big squares is 200 feet. It's supposed to be 200 feet, but because if you're, I'll actually just keep the scaling the same and then change your fucking token size.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, each of the big squares is supposed to be 200 feet across. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like that.
Cool.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, now we'll head back and.
I'm just trying to measure how much time it took you guys to get here.
Oh, speaking of, is the Ice Mephit still with us?
Yes, the Ice Mephit has been trailing behind you.
Okay.
Huh. I just had a thought.
She could have possessed the Ice Mephit. Why did she try to possess the? Can she only attempt one possession, like one like surprise possession or something?
It's a recharge, and she wasn't recharging.
Okay.
Ugh, I can't scroll sideways. So I'll just have to remember that's a 400 feet. 8,600. 9,000. 9,600. Which is how many hours?
So we can go 2,600 every hour.
So 9,600 divided by 2,600.
Wait, wasn't it 8,600 like there? And then you hit like 9,000, and then because this one was 600, you went just.
8,600 was here, or 8,400, right? Yeah, 8,400 was here.
Yeah, and
So then,
How's this 96?
so this should be right for. This is 9,000 exactly from the boat, or from the dock. We went 9,000 feet. This is 8,400. This is an extra 600. So 9,000 divided by 2,600. It's been roughly 3.5 hours.
Since we docked?
Since we've left the dock.
Plus
Alright.
10 minutes to cross the bridge, plus
And I don't know how long we've spent.
10 minutes to dig out the body, plus probably 10 minutes discussing things, so,
So
plus
probably
a half
4
an
hours. Yeah. So we've been on the island for 4 hours roughly.
yeah, so 9,000 feet.
Plus like the extra time that we've spent digging the body, the short times we've done fights, and then jumping over. So yeah, we
Yeah,
can say
it's been
4
about
hours.
4 hours.
The fights hardly take any time. That doesn't even. Yeah.
But yeah, so 4 hours.
How long does a heating stone last, and how much does the salve give to
We've-
The
Frostbite?
heating stone lasts for a day, and the salve lasts for 6 hours.
Yeah, so we have 2 hours left on the salve.
Okay, and then the salve gives another +5?
Correct.
Yeah.
And because you guys are at 4 hours, then you make another frost check.
Yep. That's fine, I'm doing it.
So that would be plus 10 for anybody using an ice stone or the worm stone and the salve.
Well, but the
It would be
clothes.
an additional plus 10, plus your
I
ice,
have-
plus your weather clothing, which is plus
Yeah.
5.
So I should have
Okay,
I have a
plus what
plus. Because I have +5 from my cold weather clothing. I have +5 from my heating stone. And then +5 from the salve. So I only have a +15. Oh yeah, because I had to roll a nat 20 before not to fail. That's right. So now I have to roll a 15 or higher. Let's see. Here we go.
Do you not just have a frost check like thing set up?
No. So I failed again. 3rd level of exhaustion, right? Or do I get
Oof.
It's 4 levels of exhaustion.
cool?
Yeah. Not good.
Isaac, you gain 2 levels of exhaustion and hypothermia, so you are at 3 levels of exhaustion total.
I look over at Adrigas.
Oh, and are we accounting for your guys' half speed?
Yes,
Yes.
that is
Yeah,
half
so
speed.
we have
Okay.
them.
The
So just
2600.
making sure that we were accounting
Yeah,
for
the
it.
2600 per hour is half speed.
Okay.
Imagine if we just couldn't make this trek because we had half speed on the very first thing. So we just got out of the boat and said, okay, well, I guess we just leave.
Well, what I was expecting you guys to do was get out, then get back in, go back with Ongajuk, go get some more stuff for like cold weather, and then come back to the island. That's what I was
Nah,
expecting you
fuck
guys to
that.
do.
You think the towns have
I mean-
stuff for that? No.
Yeah, we were told the towns doesn't have supplies.
But
Plus-
Angaju could bring us to the place where we get blubber.
Yeah,
We
plus
just don't tell Angaju that we're going to get blubber.
plus
Rep-
Velen.
and like that stuff.
Plus, I don't think Velen would accept that. Velen.
Rebels
I'd accept
and
that.
also still has supplies because they're part of the Lord's Alliance. They just don't give a fuck about the 10 towns.
But yeah,
The
Velen.
dwarves?
People from Icewind Dale would know that. Rebels and the prison for the Lord's Alliance.
Got it.
They upcharge to hell, which is why a lot of people from the 10 towns don't like them very much. Because everything is 5 times.
With
more.
us, with this happening, I suggest. Well, yeah. Well, I'll play it in character. So yeah. What?
Is it possible to carry Adragast and we summon Ongajuk and head back for now?
We got the ore. We got something. We can wait for another day to come back and get the codicle.
At this rate we keep going, we will die.
I say we head back to the dock and call on Gajuk.
I agree. I don't think it would be wise for us to stay longer.
Well, if Ellen says that, you know, it must be true.
Alright.
As much as I want the codicle, I'm not willing to die for it. Well, I am, just not willing to die
Right
without
now.
obtaining it.
Adrian understands.
So yeah, we'll head back to the boat.
Right. Once you guys get back into the ring,
Roll initiative.
you guys will be, yes.
Could we
because
just
Ice
stealth?
Troll's still there.
Could we try to stealth past it because we know it's there?
Address him, it's light.
Could we get Adrias to stop? We have time to discuss this while we're walking there.
If I get covered with something, do I like that covers the light, right?
You yourself. Well, actually, doesn't the stone emanate the light? 1 second. Or is it you
I
yourself?
think
It
it's a
makes
size
me-
Magic items. Psych crystal. Wherever the fuck it is.
The crystal glows with a purplish inner light.
So the crystal will fuck was, not you.
So you can.
So you could put it
Cover.
like in total cover, like an opaque thing, like a spell scroll.
Yeah, can I throw it into like a bag or something? Like I said, normally I would keep it in my like regular backpack, so it would emit like some light through my backpack, I guess. But
I thought you
Do you
just
have a spell
somehow.
scroll? Don't you have a spell scroll? You're a sage, aren't you?
I do have a spell scroll, yeah, so I'll put it in there then. And now that we know that, I thought it was just me that emits the light. I'm gonna keep it in my spell scroll unless we need light. So
Group stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
Outcome disadvantage.
disadvantage for me because I have
Oh,
disadvantage on
true.
everything.
Also
Everybody's at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
So we
I-
have 2 nat ones.
16.
6, 3, 16,
No, I'm not at
7, and 3.
disadvantage. Holy shit! I
I'm
rolled
not
a
at
nat
disadvantage.
nat 20
Good job,
and a
Fernando.
nat 1.
Brando's
Yeah,
not
so-
at disadvantage, everybody else is.
Frando's not.
No,
No,
because he
no.
has light armor.
No,
And he doesn't have frostbite.
he doesn't have.
He does not
I don't
have
have any.
No, he has.
I don't have any level of exhaustion.
You don't have any levels of exhaustion.
No.
I don't have
Jesus.
any.
That's
I
both
have
his frost checks.
Okay.
By the way, those who had hypothermia before and failed this frost check now have severe hypothermia.
Oh boy.
Because you guys are now at 4 levels of exhaustion.
What does the
from
slow
hypothermia.
spell do?
To Google. Very slow.
I believe it means that you can only take 1 attack and you can only take 1 of your actions on your turn. So you can either move, attack, or use your bonus action, but you can't do all 3.
So speed is halved, -2 to AC and dex saving throws, can't use reactions. It can either use its action or a bonus action, but not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. If a creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20 on 11 or higher. The spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted.
It's a very good dramatic reading. Oops. Why is that there?
I appreciate it. I have trouble reading. Out loud, at least.
Good. That was good. Encore. There's 1.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep. I hope you can scare it off again, Ferrando. Because otherwise I'm dead. Because I also have my HP maximum is halved. So I'm at 20. I have 25 HP right now.
And then we have how many group members in the party? It's Velen's roll.
Do you still have your arcane ward up too?
I do have my Arcane Ward and my temporary hit points, but I only have 25 regular hit points rather than 49.
Oh, we are pushing it right now.
Yeah. What's Valen's roll for stealth?
I will tell you what your group check was in a moment.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Velen succeeded on her frost check, by the way.
Ella.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
Does she also has a warmth enchantment on her clothes?
Jackass.
How useful.
I'm not chilling.
Okay.
I don't like this villain character.
Oh. I know what we can do. If
Killer.
we survive this.
Are
We
we,
can
are
go-
we,
go
are we
to
killing
Rebels
the
then?
frog?
Well,
I was
once-
gonna ask Ogre to take us to Revel's End, honestly.
Go to Revel's End, I still have all the items we could sell. Hopefully.
Oh, what items?
The
Obsidian sandals.
sandals,
the-
you have the cloak, I have the comb, I have a hookah, and then scroll of numbers I don't think applies anymore.
Also,
Your
Brando-
average was 8, because it was 7.5, so rounded up, it's 8 is your average.
Oh damn.
That's
okay,
not even
so
that
I'm
bad.
gonna-
Not bad.
I'm
Not
gonna
bad.
do
Yeah,
an
that
extra-
honestly for 2 nat ones, that's not bad at all.
3 nat ones. Oh wait,
However,
Ian,
go
sorry,
ahead
I had
and
to
roll
finish.
initiative, because the Ice Troll rolled a 19 on perception.
Oh yeah.
Where
Alright.
am I even? Can't find. Am I in darkness?
Ooh.
So 13, not 19.
You guys are up at the top of the map.
I kitty.
That's interesting.
It's
My
probably regenerated, it's
dynamic
incredible.
lighting is not showing anything.
Yeah. Did you
Can't see
turn?
anyone.
Did you turn off my light?
Oh,
by
there
the
we
way?
go.
Do you know?
I can see now. Yep, we're good.
And no, I have not turned off your light yet.
Yeah.
No, I have.
Cool.
Okay. If I
Can I take the crystal from Adrigast and use it as a light without having it be an action?
Nope, that's also going to be an action because it's currently still in a spell scroll. So you'd have to use the spell scroll.
Alright.
Actually, that would be your
So
turn
are
of
we
object
talking
action.
about a
Yeah.
scroll case?
Yeah, it's a scroll case.
Okay, I was so confused. You guys
Yeah.
are talking about spell scrolls, and I'm like,
She meant to
scrolls
say.
with spells
Yeah,
on them?
spells.
Like,
She
what?
meant to say scroll case, but yeah, I could
Okay.
you could take it out. It would just be an interact with object action to take the side crystal out
Okay.
of my case.
This is weird. I'm only able to select the screen itself. Character.
Okay.
What do you mean?
As in, like, when I'm touching, when I'm clicking on Isaac, the entire screen is highlighted blue, but yeah,
Okay, try moving Isaac.
nothing.
Refresh.
Try moving you down. Now try to move Isaac. You might not be scrolled in far enough because you have to be zoomed in a certain amount in order to control your token when you guys are against the edge of the screen.
All right, I'm just gonna zoom
So
in.
try scrolling in a bit more.
I refreshed the page as well. Sorry. Here we go. I think I can. And click. Nope, same thing happening again. It's selecting. Everything is in a blue circle or a blue sort of
Okay,
outline.
now that you're moved, now can you move him?
No.
See.
I'm
What? That's really
So
weird.
it's like highlighting the entire map.
Oh.
yeah.
I know what he's talking about. I have that issue. Usually, when you like try to select everything, first thing I do that fixes it almost all the time is refresh the page.
And I just did, and it's happening again.
We could try deleting his token, drag another one on. That might work.
Yeah, you roll 20.
let me try moving you down to here. And I'll just move the ice troll over there. Now refresh the page and try to move your character.
Alright. Refreshing.
Man, I hate Roll20's bugs.
This is what happens when software is feature rich.
It's doing it again. Damn it.
Do you have a regular mouse yet, by the way?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna refresh it again.
Try clearing your cache and cookies. That seems cache and cookies have happened to fuck with Roll20 a lot for some reason.
Yeah, they do. Roll20 stored cache really like fucks a lot of stuff up.
It's probably just gonna make it longer to reload. It'll load it better in a sec. Right, clearing that data. My Wi-Fi at home has also just been... They've been doing a lot of new things in the city. Alright, let's try
Did I
this
miss
again.
anything?
No, we are still trying to fix its Roll20. Because Roll20 is a fucker.
Nope. I'm just gonna exit out of Roll20.
Say, did
And
you
reopen.
did you close your Chrome tab after you? Or
I just did.
yeah, I was like, 'cause yeah, you gotta close everything down after you clear your cache and cookies and then relaunch it. Otherwise, it does nothing.
Cache and cookies. Cache and cookies. Alright, it is loading. Hatching the dragons. Sorry to put a break on this.
It's all good. Roll20 is shit sometimes. It doesn't work very well if like you're on a laptop either, so especially if you have like a trackpad. Did you get an actual mouse yet?
Yeah, he said
I
he did.
did, yes.
Okay, and it's still having issues? That's really weird.
There we go.
So now it's working.
Yes.
Okay.
They're just very slow. Alright, 18.
Alrighty, so Ferrando, you are first in the order.
Okay, I am lighting a torch.
Or you can just no, you can use your interact with objects action to grab my side crystal.
I can grab a side crystal then?
with
With his interact with object action, you can.
Okay, then boy, let me just delete this torch. This
Don't
torch
delete
is-
it, I'll just edit its light.
yeah, edit its light to the 1515 that the side crystal does. Nice.
There you go, its light is edited.
Okay, and did I hear the troll? Do I have any knowledge of what it might be?
You hear the gnawing and the heavy breathing again.
Okay, in what general direction?
What's your passive perception?
13.
It seems to be like coming in like this general direction.
Okay.
To the southwest.
That was 25, right? That I just moved. Yeah.
Wait, how much movement do you... Oh, right, you aren't exhausted.
Yeah. And I'm going to bonus action dash. Fuck. What about now? Do I hear it now?
Wait,
It's still from the same like direction. Now it's to the west.
how are you able to bonus action dash?
Sorry, not main action dash.
dashing.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. That's all my movement speed. Action surge.
Wait, how did you move? Was it like?
He moved straight down and then left.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it
you're
would be
from-
one.
Yeah, 5
You'd
feet
be
back. But it would still be on the edge of your vision range, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I've action surged. Fingers crossed.
Nice.
22 will hit. Looking at his body, you can see the damage that had previously taken is healed.
I figured as much. Now the question is, do I fear it or do I goading attack? Both the same DC, so I guess there's only really one option. Yeah. Menacing attack. DC 16. And voila.
Alright, it fails to save. It is
yeah.
frightened of you.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go CC, fucking fighter. Alright. Frando is going to lament under his breath the loss of another crossbow bolt.
Right, Isaac.
Alright, I'm going to move over here. Which I think is my 15. Actually, no, I would be reduced to less. So that's
Why
a
would you be
5.
reduced to less?
Because I now have 3 points of exhaustion.
So?
I didn't have it before, so now I do.
No, this is the speed. We had 15 feet of movement because our speed was halved. That's the 2
Correct.
points.
Yes, I didn't have that before.
So but your normal movement speed is 30, right? So
Yeah, so now I have 15.
Yes.
5, 10, 15. Alright. Oh wait. 15. Alright. Just making sure that I have line of sight.
You cannot move diagonally through creatures, so this would be 10 feet because.
Oh, I thought it was with
That
It will
because
be
it's still
ally.
it's difficult terrain to move through our spaces.
Correct. So this would be
Okay.
10 feet to get to here, and then this would be 15 here.
Well, I can't make line of sight anyway, so I'll get there and be like, oh fuck. And
You can technically work on this still, right? Even though it's feared.
Yeah, I can't move towards you, so we can all just run like past you on this side.
okay, then I'm just gonna take my action to and then move another 15 feet and keep on going.
Alright, and now that you have an actual mouse, the way that you can measure your movement is you click on your token, and then you right-click as before you drop your token. And then that will measure the movement, and then before you drop it, just right-click again so it marks it, so everybody can see it move.
Like that.
Okay, so like that. Got it. Thank you, thank you.
Alright, Karn.
I'm going to move 20 feet. And I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, magic ghost.
I'm gonna ask Ferrando telepathically if he succeeded in fearing the troll. Again.
Yes, the troll is afraid.
Alright, cool.
We can run past it now.
15 feet. Action dash. For another 15 feet.
Troll's turn. When to get to there. Adrian.
I'll dash and move my full movement. Oh, hold on. actually. I have to do this. And I'm done.
Okay, Brando. So you're left until the end of your turn, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And it moved this way, right?
It moved to the northwest.
Okay. I'll cover our retreat. Keep going. I'm gonna hold an action to launch a crossbow bolt at the seated troll.
Oh, right, you would have had to drop your torch back here.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's a hand crossbow. You wouldn't.
Sweet, do you love hand crossbows? As a fighter? As a battle master, specifically? I'm like basically a spellcaster.
Sorta.
Yeah, except I have a lot less options.
Isaac.
I'll keep on keeping on. See if I can even do this now. Nope. 1 second.
Oh, I forgot to roll initiative for Felon again, so I will take her last turn immediately after.
Okay, why is this?
So she would actually go right before, because she would go right after Adrian.
It's okay. So I click. I then right click.
And then you right click again right before you drop.
Correct.
So then that'd be 15 and then dash 30.
Yep, it showed that time. Cool.
Cool.
And that's how you do it.
Wonderful. You learn something new every day.
Alright. Karn.
Action dash.
After guys.
Move my 15 feet. Then I'll action dash. To get here. Troll's turn.
Troll gets to here, and I believe you can see friends.
Yep.
That is going to miss.
Okay.
And that was the troll dashing. So, Adrian.
I'm just gonna end my turn here.
Okay, Dylan is going to continue. Well, actually, first, she is going to... She's going to cast Melts Minute Meteors. And then shoot 2 meteors at the troll. Troll fails both saves. Takes 13 points of fire damage. I am just going to mark it by... Okay, and then she's going to run. Alright, Franda.
Alright. Boop. And then... Yeah, that would be 15. Then... Alright. I said stay back, damn you. And it's a saving throw against the ice, right?
You aren't touching this. These aren't the special ice statues.
No, I meant like, the troll, but 2 attacks, 1 misses, 1 hits, DC of 16. And that's down to critical. So just 9. Oh, it's just 17, yeah.
And just frightened again.
Fuck yeah.
Nice, nice.
Some more spirit die. That ends my turn.
Okay, Isaac.
Alright. Second. Figured it out. I am so proud of myself for no reason. Yeah. Action dash movement to there.
Okay. Turn.
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
Unless you had a bonus action you wanted to do.
And I don't. So there we go.
Okay.
So this thing's frightened and bloodied, correct?
It's not bloodied, no. That's just a mark that is not regenerating.
Karn's gonna move back slightly. Or forward, I guess.
Damn it, don't be an idiot. Run!
No.
Turn, how many levels of thoughts do you have?
I only have 2.
Okay.
So there is my half movements. Then I will action dash.
Oh boy.
You are truly an imbecile, as I smile at Karn.
And you're a loudmouth.
That's an understatement.
That'll be it.
Adjugast.
Same as the last.
Alright, beginning of the troll's turn.
Opportunity attack.
Karn and Ferrando. Nope, it's not running away.
Interesting.
Please wait for me to ask for rolls.
You got it. Oh, it just cannot move
Right.
towards.
You are both taking 14 cold damage from the aura of cold that it emits at the start of its turn.
And resistance, so 7.
For you, it's 5 to 7. And then it's going to make 2 claw attacks and a bite attack at you, Ferrando, at disadvantage.
Okay.
So there's a 9, a 12, and a 9. So all 3 miss. As it sort of timidly tries to attack you, but because it's being so timid, its attacks are slow enough for you to bring up your shield to block it.
Doper heals.
Actually, question, do you have your shield equipped right now, where you're holding a torch?
He's not holding
not-
a torch, he's holding the gem.
Yeah.
Side crystal.
So I could just like drop it and make attacks.
Okay, I will keep that in mind, so right now it's going to be dropped where you are.
Yes.
And I'm assuming you also dropped your hand crossbow because you made rapier attacks.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, he doesn't have a shield equipped right now, I don't think.
I've had it equipped the whole time.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Adrian.
Adrian guesses we're fighting. Oh boy.
I don't see a reason to fight, honestly.
Well, Karn turned around.
And because I didn't think you would be able to take very much damage from it. Should it hit.
I'll get there with my bonus action dash. And I'll hit it twice.
No, you can only make 1 attack. You're
He doesn't.
Only two-
He's not under
only
the spell
two.
spell. He's
Yeah,
succeeded.
only
Oh, I thought you failed it. So am I the only one that got severe hypothermia?
You are the only one, yes.
Got it.
I'll just pull out my pumpkin staff because I might as well. Oh, they're not at disadvantage, but
Right. The first one hits, the second one misses.
okay. Do.
Right, so you hit it against its like thick hide. Does normal damage, it is not quite yet bloodied.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright. Vullen is going to curse under her breath, because you guys are deciding to fight. And then she will move here. She will move somewhere. Just where she does. So she is going to throw 2 meteors behind the ice troll. It fails both of its saves. It takes 8 fire damage. That'll be her turn. Brando's turn.
Do you want me to use the attack I used before? Two new rolls.
The rapier attacks? Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled the 21. Do you want me to roll another one? Because
Yes, roll
it was
another
on top. Okay.
Both of those are going to hit.
Okay. Let's see. Opportunity die on the first one for yet another fear.
Superiority.
Yeah. That's good.
At least that opportunity die.
Oh.
Alright, you pierce into its flesh with the first attack, and then you pull out and go in for a second one.
Okay. Is it a feared? Or I won't know until the second effect's done.
Yeah, it should happen that way.
It does look to be visibly afraid.
Okay. And I'm gonna actually use my last superiority die here, and I'm gonna do goading attack.
Okay. So another wisdom.
There's no point doing a stacking goading attack with that, right?
It fails, so it's goaded. But yeah, it doesn't really matter because it already has disadvantage.
I
And
say it would have been better
Okay.
just to trip attack it.
Yeah. I thought I always make this mistake. Goading attack only lasts one turn,
Good.
which is
Well, all of your
makes it kind of worth the
all
name.
yeah, all your stuff will only last one turn, doesn't it?
Yeah. Goading comparatively to menacing is just kind of garbo. It'd be nice to last like 2 turns.
Isaac is similarly going to say, "Oh damn, didn't mean to do this." Is it a bonus action? Sorry, it's taking me a second. It's an action. Damn it. What can I do? Well, yeah. Oh wait, gains no thing. I want. Sorry, I wasn't. Perfect. Sacred Flame.
No, you can't see it. It's blocking your vision.
Target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw.
Yeah,
but
but
you
can't see
get the
it.
target.
You can see within range. Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Is it a full block? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I presumed. Otherwise,
Can't you move up like a little bit?
but it would still be behind it.
Yeah, even from there, you wouldn't be able to get.
You'd have to move to either Vullen's spot, or which you can't do because you can't end your turn there, or you'd have to move to above Vullen, or
This does ruin right here. Kevin just barely line of sight to say I can find it.
Ah, fuck it, I cast Fly, and I am now... Does that speed is halved, or do I still get my full 60 feet? Okay, so I go 30 feet up in the air, and I'm now looking down at it.
okay.
And that's my turn.
You're not going evil, beastie. And I rage and attack. Just...
Can you flank a large creature?
Yes, you just can't flank a huge creature. First one misses, second one hits. Because you don't have disadvantage on your attack rolls, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That hits hard.
Yeah, you do a lot of damage. You slam your great axe into it, and it sinks fairly deep into its hide, into its wound. As it takes 23 points of slashing damage. It is not.
Okay, and that will be it.
Alright, Adjust.
Action dash. Let me turn off snapping so I can see anything. No, I can see Adrian.
You want snapping to be on anyway. Because everything goes off of the center of your token, not the edge of your token.
Wait, if it's feared, it does disadvantage on all attacks, regardless of who it's attacking?
As long as it sees you, correct?
Yeah, as long as you're within its
Oh,
as long
okay.
as it can see you, it has disadvantage on everything.
Okay, that I didn't know.
But yeah, that's the end of my turn. I can't do anything else.
The ice troll, feeling compelled to attack for Rando, is going to make a bite and then 2 claw attacks. At disadvantage, that is a 10, a 15, and a 10. So all 3 are going to miss.
Nice to have 20 AC.
Yeah, once again, you're able to bring your shield up in time to block the various blows as it's moving slow. Adrian.
Is the zone of cold thing, when does that happen?
Oh, correct. That was supposed to happen. Thank you for reminding me. 9 points of cold damage for everybody that's within its aura.
5 for me.
That is going to hit and hits.
Aw.
That one's going to miss. Once again, you smash your staff into the height of it. This time you can feel it going a bit more, sort of hitting one of the holes that Ferrando had been in previously.
Yeah, I'm done.
Karn sort of talked to Velen, in her mighty years.
Oh,
Well, Valen can move again, can't she?
Yeah, she's gonna move up to here.
that might work.
She will target this bear.
Oops.
It's fine, it doesn't hit you or Adrian. Just hits the troll.
She's going to use her last 2 numbers. Troll is going to fill on bolt. Take 14 points of fire damage.
Things have a terrible wisdom score.
Dex score. Those are dex saves.
Right, Brando. Both of those will hit. Right, once again, you take your rapier and you stab 2 holes into it. It is looking very hurt. Its regeneration doesn't seem like it can keep up.
I'm also gonna blow second flame.
Which is. Doop.
D10 plus your level.
Okay.
You should make a macro for that, or a swap for it.
Right, so you heal yourself for 11. As the adrenaline just courses through your veins. Hey, Isaac.
Alright.
Click. I can go 30 feet. I'm 30 feet in the air currently. So I go there, and I'm assuming that I can see it over this, the troll.
Yes, you can.
Alright. Sacred Flame. Wow. Oof.
I like
It
it.
succeeds on the deck save.
Oh
So
man.
2 damage.
Big player.
No, Sacred Flame does no damage.
I was gonna say, that's not how
No,
it's
no, sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
Sacred Flame is a cantrip, so...
God damn. Alright, well.
Unless you're good.
Nope, that was.
Alright, for like the first time this entire campaign, I'm going to attack recklessly twice.
Nice.
Both of those will hit. Your first attack kills it as you sort of smack your axe into the troll, and you guys hear a sickening, like, slurping sound as it passes through the troll and cuts it in half. Because of the fire damage that it took in the previous turn, you guys see that as it tries to regenerate, the cells and flesh that are trying to regenerate sort of just crumple into a liquid on the ground. It lets out one final gasp of air as it dies.
Now, friend, I was not about to let you have the possibility of dying on me as well.
How heroic.
Yes. Okay, it's up to like the troll's heart out.
You can spend an hour if you wanted to harvesting the heart.
Nope!
No.
No spending time harvesting hearts today.
I'm gonna... Since I'm fucking slow as fuck, I'm gonna start moving back towards, like... Yeah. Like, I'm just gonna keep moving. This way.
Are we sure we don't want to spend an hour and then just have you eat it? Adragast? Doesn't that work?
What is it?
Except Oriel, you guys have 8 hours until Oriel returns.
How much
What
hour are we
4
on?
hours to get back.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay.
spent 4 hours, and it took you, I think it was an hour to get here. Like, but essentially, it's gonna take you guys a total of 4 hours to like get back to where the dog was from where you guys were.
Yeah.
Got it. So we are actually just cutting it so close.
You guys are cutting it literally to the teeth. Like, you guys are going to be boring Ongajuk as you guys see the rock fly back in.
That's terrifying.
If we don't
Yeah.
have
That's it.
interruptions.
We're just booking it, dude.
We can just... Well, I mean, combats don't actually take more than like a minute.
Yeah, combats take like seconds or a minute. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, so
And
you
then
guys make your way back to the boat. I mean, back to the dock. And as you guys reach the top of the stairs, you guys can see the ice method that was following you sort of perches itself at the top of the stairs again. It has a fairly disappointed look on its face. As it just sits and watches as you all go down to the docks. You guys see Ongajuk rise next to the ice floe, and you guys hop off these frozen docks onto Ongaju's back. And then as you guys look up into the sky, the aurora spreading throughout the night, you guys see a giant rock, an oriole, flying back to Birdsong. As she flies back, you all hear a voice in your head. I don't enjoy trespassers on my island. Do not return.
Well, I do believe that this crystal is yours. And I'm going to say that I picked up the shit on the run. If I can say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I assume that you would've.
Yeah, I'll take my side crystal back.
My dart from before, I didn't get a chance to roll investigation or anything.
You don't have to roll investigation because it's not ammunition, remember?
Yeah,
So you're
but
able to retrieve it.
okay.
It didn't
I
run
just
off.
I wasn't sure because it ran off with it and then it regenerated. I wasn't sure if it fell out somewhere or if it was just in the body, like became part of it.
It was sort of like embedded into its like chest. Its skin sort of like formed around the tip of the dart.
Terrifying.
Well, hello again, Ongajuk.
Can we leave? The bird doesn't like me.
Yes, absolutely.
With haste, please.
Alright, so as Ongajuk descends and you all see the rock perching on the top of the fortress, that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Well, we didn't die, surprisingly.
And we got the professor orb, so that's actually progress. And that could be useful. So
And we'll be resting on the back of Ongajuk for presumably at least 3 days.
Yes, you would. You guys can remove your exhaustion points and stuff. Well, remove 3 of your exhaustion points.
Well, actually, I was gonna ask, are we, is Ongajuk taking us back to his bell, or I was gonna ask him if he could take us to,
We will talk about that at the beginning of the next session.
okay.
But does it take 3 days to get to Revel's Ends from here as well, or?
It would take relatively the same amount of time.
Okay, so then yeah, I'll just remove 3, so down to 1.
Can I inquire one question before we end?
What's up?
I was going to ask if the Professor Orb had seen or knows the whereabouts of a particular crown.
We can cover that next session.
We got it.
Do I still have the weasel?
Yeah.
The weasel is still with you. Yes.
And then I guess I have
Cute
one
little bugger.
simple question. So with the changes from Grim Hollow, my claws, they are now 1d6 instead of a 2d8, correct?
I already changed your attacks because I already corrected them.
Easy enough.